The work that you're doing right now is directly going to impact how your future life is going to be. But it's so difficult to actually see how that is going to look like because it is impossible to do. And the downside in today's world, we see all these people who are popping up out of nowhere with their success stories, which is amazing. I've got nothing to say, but well done. The issue with this is if you're someone like myself who finds it very easy to compare yourself against these people, it makes you feel like you're left behind. It makes you feel like you're not doing enough and there's so much more you could do. And because there's so much information accessible, it feels as though you almost should be doing far better than you are right now because we have unlimited information available to us. We have all the information ever. We have more information than ever. But it's important to note that most of the people that you see popping up out of nowhere have been doing work in the quiet for years on years. But we do not see that side of things because if we were all to see the years of work they were putting in, then they would have been successful from the start, which makes literally no sense. So doing the work on a daily basis is difficult because you can't tell if it's going to work out or not. But that's the fun of it. The fun of it is the uncertainty. You don't know if it's going to work. If you had absolute certainty it was going to work, then everyone would be doing everything they wanted to do. But not everyone is doing everything they want to do. So if you are one of those people who is going out of their way to do some level of work towards their goal, then you are doing better than most people because most people aren't doing that. What you have to keep in mind is the lifestyle that you want is going to be the work that you want to do. At the end of the day, we have to work in any capacity, whether that's working in a job, whether that's working for yourself, whether that's working with a charity, right? Whatever that work is, the dream life that you want is still going to involve work. So why not do the steps right now or the work right now that you are going to have to do when you get to that point? If it's going to look the same anyway, you may as well start now because that's what you want to do, right? If it comes to mind that's not actually the work you want to do, then maybe that's the life you don't actually want to have. That's something to keep in mind when you're actually thinking of the thing that you want to go out and do, or you have as your goal, your dream, the ideal lifestyle you want. To reiterate, the beauty of this all, we don't know what's going to happen. But the beauty of it is we have the faith that it's going to work out. Because if we didn't, we would just be absolute crazy people. And to some people, you doing the thing that you are doing on a daily basis to get to that ideal outcome or that ideal life, it may look crazy. People may think that you're insane, and that's okay. They can think that. Let them think that. Because for every person who has ever become anything, they had people telling them they were crazy. You have people like Picasso, who did so much work in his lifetime, and he didn't really see any success. He died, right? He died, and no one knew that he was good. And then he died, and everyone was like, oh, this is the best guy ever. Imagine if he were to come back right now and see how famous he has become. He would be blown away. But would he have been able to create such beautiful work if he had had that success? You see so many people who get so much success early on or midway into their career, and then they go and achieve or they go and take part in a hedonistic lifestyle. They go and party, they do drugs, they do whatever. And then they stop producing beautiful work because they've reached the mountain. And that's not to say that you shouldn't do any work because you'll reach the mountain and you'll blow it all away. That's not to say that at all. But going through this tough stage, going through the hard part, teaches you that it's not going to be easy and to be grateful for any level of success that you have. And that's why I'm so grateful for how slow things have been for me, even though in some capacity they haven't been slow. But knowing that it's building over time and a nice smooth ride, I know that I have the perfect time to prepare for things when they eventually do work out and how amazing that's going to be. I'm going to be the person that is capable of dealing with those things when they come. And it's going to be okay. I'm not going to get there and have a shock factor and have imposter syndrome. Well, I may have imposter syndrome. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But I'm hoping that because it's going to be over such a long timeline, I'm going to be able to work on myself so significantly that when it does eventually happen and things do work out the way that I hope and pray that they will, that it will be ready. I will be ready to take that all in and life will be cool. Have a fantastic day. I love you all.